Hello, it's February 14th. It's Valentine's Day. That means we need to talk about dating and recovery. Ooh. Or, Hello, my name is Charlie Chewbacca, and this is Red Road Journeys. It's that time of the year, it's Valentine's Day, and we need to talk about dating and recovery. Whether you're a newcomer, you're a mid-timer, I guess that's what you would call it, a mid-timer, so you got like 5 years, or you're an old-timer with 10 plus years, you have to talk about dating. If you're new in recovery, meaning your first year, all right, don't change anything. If you're single, stay single. If you're married, I stay married unless you're in a dangerous situation. Now, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do with their relationships. But I can't bring up questions so you can ask yourself and then decide what you want to do. But if you're in a dangerous situation, that might be an exception. Also, if you're single, that means not dating anybody else who's married. That would be bad. Believe me, I know. Which is also to say, I'm in no way saying I'm better than anybody else, because I've made a lot of these mistakes. Yeah, I've been somebody else's Sancho. I mean, that was like, what, I think I was like 25 or 30, something. Yeah, around 30. It ended bad, really bad. I didn't drink. I almost did, though. If you're already in a relationship with somebody, stay in that relationship unless it poses some kind of danger or a serious threat to your own recovery, because it's very common when two people are dating and one of them gets sober that they grow apart, because the person who quits drinking, if they're actually working on themselves, they might find out, I just don't have much in common anymore, and that's okay. Luckily, half of the world's population is men and the other half of the world's population is women. So there's plenty of pickings, but they're not all good. Remember, people don't come into like 12-step meetings and stuff. We don't end up there because we're well. We end up there because we're sick, man. So what do you do in that year's time? If you're new in recovery and you're single, whether you're a female or a male, you need to get well first. You need to be worthy of being dating material. Like, if you think you're now that you're clean and you're kind of getting your head together, that it's going to be all, oh man, the babes are going to be attracted to me, and it's all going to be good, man. I'll be hanging out at the pool parties and whatnot, and I'll be that sober person. Nah, it's probably not going to turn out like that. One, if you're sober, unless it's like a sober party, you got no business going to no pool party where there's booze and stuff all around. Again, this is from experience. When I first got sober and I was going to meetings, I needed subtitles, because when I would share, I'd be like, oh yeah, and people looking at him like, what the f is he talking about, right? And I really needed subtitles. In fact, if I was at that meeting, he'd probably be looking at me going, oi, what the f is he saying? What's he talking about? I didn't make any damn sense. So if you're that person and you're at a meeting and everybody's looking at you like, oh, what the hell is he talking about? Except that one person, if you're a male and it's a girl, and that one girl is looking at you all googly eyed going, oh yeah, believe me, you need to beware, because what you sharing ain't making no damn sense, but she's making googly eyes to you. That's not going to end well, right? That means she's not well too. If she finds what you're sharing, which don't make any damn sense, if she finds that attractive, yeah, that's trouble. In this day and age too, you go online, of course there's all the dating sites, there's probably some sober dating websites, but there's a lot of other specialty websites, and man, for sober people, and I look at some of them and I see the selfies on there and I'm like, god damn, man, that's like that's like soft porn material. Some of them selfies, you got their boobs all hanging out and all kinds of cleavage, or you're throwing your male model studly looks and whatnot. Alright, I could get really rich if I made an app you take with your smartphone and had some kind of filter in there, and when you take the picture, you take the selfie, it shows how f***ed up in the head you really are. That's what you should put out there. That way some people look at it and go, god dang, man, that dude's all f***ed up, or that girl's all jacked up, man. I ain't gonna be hanging out with that, There's gonna be a lot of collateral damage. people relapsing. When two newcomers get together and they haven't worked on their own issues, they haven't worked any kind of any steps they're in 12-step program, or they haven't done anything to find out why they are the way they are. And it's not just the drinking or using. There's a whole other basket full of behavioral problems. We're jealous, we're always negative, we're hypercritical, my self-talk is crap. If my self-talk is crap, if I'm putting down myself, there's a pretty good chance that when I talk to other people, especially those I'm close to, there's a pretty good chance I'm talking the same way to them. And that's going to come out in a relationship. So someone is probably going to relapse. That relapse could result in serious injury or death, and you're going to feel like you're going to feel guilty big time. I've been there. So again, I'm not saying I'm any better. I'm doing this because I've already been you. I know what it's like to suffer like that. I don't know why I didn't drink. Damn, actually I do know. It's because in spite of all my screw-ups, I still went to meetings, especially when I screwed up. With my tail between my legs, and what did the old-timers there say? Damn, Charlie, we told you so. Yeah, they were right. They were right. They were right. I was wrong. So I'm just kind of passing that along your way. Just be patient. If you don't know what makes you drink, or why you are the way you are, why you have anger problems, depression problems, hypercriticism, loneliness all the times, if you don't know why you're that way, you're not going to hook up with anybody who's healthy. You have to be worthy of hooking up with somebody healthy. And then also, you might have worked on your issues and everything, and then you still get shot down in flames. You're all, I was just wondering if you'd like to go get some coffee.
No!
Yeah, shot down in flames, man. That's all right. That's just part of dating. And this is why it's important to find out what makes us tick. Because everybody goes through that, especially when you get out there in the dating world. But we kind of have this arrested development where we kind of stopped growing emotionally at the age we were when we started drinking. And most of us started when we were teens. And if you quit and you're 30... and then all of a sudden you're asking somebody if they want to go out for coffee, it's like we act like we're a 15-year-old getting rejected. It hurts so bad. Oh, we're like in living hell, man. But it's not that bad. It's just we're not used to feeling rejection while we're being sober. Every time we were rejected before, we drank. You start too soon, you're going to relapse. And it's not worth it. You're worth it. Your sobriety is worth it. Your sobriety matters. Your recovery matters. So does that other person's. Their recovery matters too. So if you're an old timer or even a mid timer, you got 5 years, 10 years, and a newcomer comes in they got 3 months, and all of a sudden you hook up with them. You know what that is? A 12-step way, that's the 13th step, man. You're 13-stepping that person. And that is so unethical. I mean, that's just wrong. They don't even know who they are yet. They don't even know why they drink. And then there you are, all being hips, looking cool. Oh, come here, baby, I'll take care of you. That's just wrong, man. And you still see it from time to time. I mean, even with the time I got 32 years. I can't date anybody with 10 years. That's just, even then, it's like, God, I'm trying to forget what I was like at 10 years. I was making a lot of mistakes still because I didn't listen early on. In fact, when I had 10 years of sobriety, I saw people who had 3 or 5 years, and the quality of their sobriety surpassed mine by miles, just because they really went into it gung-ho. They were way more healthier than I was. Therefore, their partner was a lot more healthier. Now, I'm not saying you can't date anybody, like saying in the program, in 12-step programs. That happens. It happens all the time in a good way. But that's because the two people, they've worked the steps separately, not with each other. Don't hook up with somebody and, yeah, I'll just do my 4th and 5th step with you, babe. No, don't do that, man. No, where they each have a sponsor and they work the steps with their sponsor, and they have more than a year, hopefully more than a couple of years, depending on the quality of their sobriety. If they hook up, that's fine, and it works. It doesn't mean they have to stop working on themselves, because living with another human being while you're growing emotionally and learning about yourself, that's a challenge for both people. But the good thing is when we do work on ourselves and we do find out what makes us tick, when we hook up with somebody who's healthy, if we're worthy of having that good relationship, that we now know what a good relationship is, because when you first come in, my idea of a good relationship when I first got here was way screwed up. So after working the steps and doing all that stuff, and then now we have a better vision of what a healthy relationship is, we can do that. And hopefully the other person has too. And so you see healthy relationships. In fact, that's why it's good to stay single that first year and just really observe, man. Just really look, watch others, learn from watching others. In fact, it was Ice-T. Yeah. Ice-T once said, a total moron will absolutely learn nothing from their mistakes or somebody else's mistakes. A fool will eventually learn from their own mistakes. That would be me. A wise person will learn from other people's mistakes. Now, when it came to dating, I was a fool. Totally. All right. But when it came to the threat of relapsing, I learned from watching other people's mistakes. I wish I had learned more about watching what healthy relationships look like to recovery versus what unhealthy relationships look like, because I could have paid more attention to that. And things are the way they are now, and they're good, but it's only because I did the heavy lifting to find out what makes old Chewy tick here. Good luck. And we're going to talk about this stuff more, because you can't just talk about something like dating or depression or anger just one time and think, oh, I talked about it in group and so I should be better. No, man, this is like training, man. This is a repetition. This stuff's going to come up a lot. All right, we'll see you soon. Take it easy.